Yeah, we back with another episode of Pop Your Shit podcast, where controversy meets the streets. The things we talk about on here ain't mean to offend nobody. Just all we're doing is giving us our honest opinion. We giving out our honest opinion. Yeah, and just that's it. Nothing. We ain't here to offend nobody. Don't take nothing too serious. It's just our opinion. That's all it is. And today we got Miss Billie Vaughn with us. And my super producer, Boona, Uncle Rocky Moore. That's my guy. Yeah,
My guy.
That's my guy. My guy. Yeah, but let's just go ahead and get straight into it. Tune in, share it. Pop your shit. That's it.
Yeah, I'm going by Mr. Rock on this show.
Who?
I'm doing my corporate name.
You got that corporate sweater on.
Hey, this is true.
So now let's get into these topics, man. Tune in, share it, man. Pop your shit, man. Big Hank.
All right, so let's get the first topic rolling and the jolling.
Do you have life insurance? I don't got life insurance, but the way we live in today's society, far as us, I don't. I'm just telling you now. But the way things is going in today's society, far as let's just say the black community, not just really the black community, but we down at an all-time high. Far as our youth, and when people die, without life insurance, their families and friends have to deal with the burden of paying for the funeral and stuff like that. But if they had life insurance, you wouldn't have to come out your pocket, to bury your loved ones. But so that's what we mean by do you have life insurance? Me technically, no, I ain't got life insurance.
I mean, well,
I don't got life insurance.
Why don't you have life insurance?
I never really thought about it.
You got a daughter. You've been down before. You know what I mean? You did a stretch and all the above. Anything could have went wrong. Why would you not have life insurance?
Because I was never taught about life insurance. I never crossed my mind to even think about getting life insurance.
Well, don't get me wrong. Some people, me, I can have life insurance.
You're 80.
No, I'm not 80.
All right.
I'm just mature like 80. You know what I'm saying? But the thing here is that when depending on what you have going on in life, it's always beneficial if you have something to cover your family, if you have family. Now, if you're single, you ain't got no kids and all the above, you rocking a single life and all you thinking about is yourself, different story, by all means, I get it. But me, I got multiple businesses, multiple empires. I got 4 kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm married. So, and we got property, we got assets, we got all kinds of stuff. When I die, my kids and them going to be straight. My wife going to be super straight. I got a lot of insurance. Now, people sometimes will get, they don't pay attention to the difference in insurance. There's term and there's whole life. I have the kind of insurance towards though, as I continue to own my policy, I become an ownership of my policy. Meaning that if I get sick, it can pay for my medical bills and come out of my policy and not affect my family. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in the event that I die, whatever's left over still goes to my family. Also, you know what I mean? When you get term, you can get bought into spending money on a life insurance policy. And then after 10 years, what now? You gave them all that money and nothing happened to you. So you got to look at the difference between term and whole life. But me, there's different plans out there now that you can actually get. Because the worst thing you want to see is somebody die, and then all of a sudden you see a GoFundMe just to bury that dude. Like, and the crazy part about it all is that these be the same cats that be having the Cadillacs, the Range Rovers, the 16 chains around their neck like Mr. T and all the above. And these ones ain't got no life insurance. I've seen many of folks from the hood go to their funeral, and we all had to chip in to bury the homie. And I'm like, yo, this man was hustling like a mug. You tell me he wasn't even, you doing all that hustling, you ain't sitting on nothing in the event that something should go wrong?
You probably wasn't taught about it.
Yeah, I mean, like you put money up for your attorney if you hustling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you don't put money up for your life insurance if you die. You don't put no money up for your kids if you die. For your family, you're just gonna leave them with all them bills too, right? That's cold blood.
How you feel about having life
I
insurance?
hear you got different opinion over there, huh?
No. I'm just very careful on my opinions, and because we all got different opinions. But I mean, I think, like what you said, just get educated on it, and so you can see what's best for you. I got certain opinions on the concept of when I die. There's people that can grind it up while they're alive. Because then that puts in a different culture of. There's kids that's like, when my parents die, I'll get this. When my parents die, and it's like, so it's
I
like,
get what you meant by that now.
why when you die?
Yeah,
You feel me?
yeah.
But I just have my different opinions on it, and I just
never
think
looked
the
at it
best
like
thing to do is just get educated on what works for you,
Yeah.
because everybody has it for different reasons,
Yeah. But the way you said it now, like I get what you're talking about now. As far as like the kids, you just putting that in their heads. Like when my parents die, I'll get this much money. Now it's like the kids is
Waiting.
kill your dad or some shit.
It's
like
been
kill your
it
mom. I know
happened
been
before,
done. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
and
So,
especially parents, they said a lot. Well, when I die, you'll get this, and I
Yeah,
die, you get
yeah.
that.
Now the kids.
So it's like,
Yep.
I mean, I know there's different kinds of insurance policies you can get, but sometimes with the policies, you end up paying more. You end up paying more than what the actual funeral cost is, But I do understand there is different policies and thing, and I just think that's why people should just get educated on
Early,
their,
yeah,
on,
like you said.
it's a personal thing that I think everybody should do, and not. We could hear stories on and have people tell us like, this is why you should get it, this is why you should get it. But until you say, you know what, I'm gonna stop to educate myself to see if it's something that I want or if I need, then
But the
that's how
way
you could do it.
today's society is with, just say, the black community, a lot of the kids is down. Do you think it would be smart on the parents to go ahead and just get that life insurance on them? Because I'm just saying, I be around. I'm from, I be around. We dying. Them young boys out there dying, and it's like,
True.
it could be any of us any day. Like, would you, get that on? As a your teenager, would you get that on your teenage child?
Me personally,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say. I
Yeah.
really just can't say.
I understand, but the way things is going right now, it's just like,
Yeah, but you ever think like with insurance companies and these type of companies, like how are they able to stay in business if this isn't happening, right? So if nobody's dying,
Yeah.
then how does the CEO of this insurance company continue to rise? There's other. I look at some of these businesses a different way on how they even stay afloat, how they have to stay afloat,
Right.
and but I do my own education, and I just
yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. However, even Dave Ramsey teaches in financial literacy. He teaches the difference between term and whole life insurance. And don't get me wrong, some people do have $1 million policies out there that make you a target for your family. I was like, yeah, let me slip this dude some cyanide real quick and take him out to get paid. I get that part. However, if you got a lot of responsibilities, let's say you finance a really nice car. You die, but your car still ain't paid off. You want it to become repossessed, but let's say you have a kid who don't have a car at all, and they want to take ownership of your car, and you still got $15,000-$20,000 left on your financial agreement. That car's gonna wind up in limbo, and it's gonna become a financial burden to your son now or your daughter. Ask yourself, do you want someone who loves you to carry any burdens that you may have? Because depending on where you at in life, you may not be set financially.
But how are you sure that your child's even going to do what they're supposed to do with that insurance?
Oh, don't get me wrong. look, your kids can jack up your stuff, but me, I'm leaving instructions behind. You know what I mean? You got to do X, Y, and Z to get this money. You're not gonna blow it. That's what we not gonna do.
But if you're not here, then how are you controlling it? Because just like an example, Biggie, right? One of the realest dudes that came up, his daughter just put up the house that she got from him passing it down for a bond for her boyfriend's bail. She put the crib up, $3.3 million.
About that, what? How
Yeah.
much?
The mansion was worth like 3.1 million, and she put it as collateral on his bond. So you think Biggie taught her that or expected that? You know, so when you gone, you really can't control how anything you pass down is going to be done.
Actually,
You know, and that's why I talk a lot about just, you know, all these policies and this money and stuff. Yeah, okay, it makes it better, but what you really want to press on for your kids is their character while you're here, their integrity, you know, because whether I leave her this or not, she going to have the skills to get it done for herself if it's not there. It wasn't passed down to me, but guess what? I'm out here. I got the wisdom to get it done. So I could leave her all this money, but if she don't have the integrity and the character to do what she got to do, it could be gone just like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel you
So
on that. Yeah.
that's why I rather, you know, focus on passing down those type of things and having the knowledge and the wisdom and the integrity as a woman, you know, because once you got that, the sky is yours. It ain't about no money, and it ain't about nothing that's like tangible.
well, okay.
I
So
feel you on that.
I got something to say about that. So yeah, you're right. Her father didn't show her that. Her father wasn't really around to raise her either. You know what I mean? However, in your planning of your trust and in your will, you can leave it to a law firm to literally make sure that it is executed the way that you want it to be done. All the way up until the age of them being 18 or 21. The pick is yours. I say 21 is a more better number. Why? Because you got a chance to live a little, learn a little.
She's like 23. She's grown.
I'm just simply saying you can leave instructions behind. Biggie's death was sudden. It wasn't planned. He wasn't old. He wasn't, you know. I think the coolest way to die now is with your family surrounded around you, you know, while you lying in the bed, whether it's in the hospital or at home, and being old. Too many people dying young now, and a lot of them don't have nothing. They wouldn't think that their child would get caught up in something, or in this case, we talk about it all the time. People just becoming innocent victims. You leave here right now, you and your brother go somewhere, and next thing you know, these little young cats out here shooting something up, and your car just happened to get hit, and you happen to get hit while you were in your car. Car just starts drifting. Why? Because you did. Why? That's what happens when you get hit in the car. You slump. The car just drift. Your muscles ain't there to stop it. You ain't gonna put it in park. Am I right or am I wrong? So all I'm saying is, if
Where you going though?
What
That was real, like
because
it was real detailed. Like, where's this going? Like,
it's not a hit.
muscle relaxers.
I'm just saying, well, you know what I mean? All I'm saying is that it's the truth. You know, when you really begin to think about it, is that a lot of people, sometimes for death, a lot of people don't plan for it to happen, but it's the inevitable.
And that's why when we're here, we focus on investing things that matter instead of just, I got this to save for you, I got this to save, because you can have all that saved, but the mindset and the mentality, if we don't press on that, you know, what you saved could just be, it don't matter. You feel me? It's tangible things, it's fleshly things that ain't going nowhere anyway. So if you don't focus on, while we're here, building up a character and certain type of people, then what's the point? You hustling backwards, which in Biggie's case, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, nobody taught Biggie's daughter how to, you know.
I mean, we don't know that. You know, he still had his mother was a respectable black woman. She wasn't no clown. You know, we don't know that. But all I'm saying is just being worried about, oh, you got this policy when I leave. You got this policy when I leave. That's not enough. That's not enough. You feel me? Because if I don't have the wisdom, the knowledge to
Maintain
even
that
know
money
what
if
to
you
do, you know, to respect what to do, guess what? It's going to go on collateral for somebody's bond.
That's
Just like that
that's
3.5
I see
million
what you're
dollar
saying.
house.
You feel me?
That's a unique example you're giving, but
Because I'm not even going to lie. Back then, I probably would have did the same thing. Like, you know, but it took the time for me to grow and and have to go through things and learn, but it didn't come from me getting more money to learn. It came from me learning a different way with, getting exposed to the knowledge and changing and discipline and that type of thing. A mental thing. It has nothing to do with what I could touch. That's all. And life insurance, maybe they should add that. We're going to add some character building, mental awareness before you get these policies. That way I think it would affect the community different, and there would be more assets attached to it after.
Yeah.
Instead of
that money and blowing it,
instead of more expenses. Exactly. I know people with policies and they get stuff monthly, and what they got every new pair of shoes, surgeries.
No. Once again, I'm with you. It's just that me being a former educator, I know how to leave some really good instructions behind for my kids. That's just me. You know what I mean? You need to do this and you need to do that. And the reason why I want you to do it is for this reason here. And hopefully if you find the value in that, this will just be a great start. Not a sloppy finish. It's just like people who hit the lottery suddenly and they go in more debt instead of going up.
Yeah, I think we touched up on that enough. But, I feel as though like we just need to educate your child more, far as life insurance. I don't think, like he said, there's lawyers and shit that you can go ahead and set it up to the way that you want your money to be, managed through the family when you do die. And she has her own opinion on,
just how it's done. I'm not saying.
It's done. Yeah. And I feel you on that too. But
I can dig it.
We should move on to the next topic.
Yeah, we did on that one.
Get it? Sorry, no.
And this is a topic from Jack King. Is it better to be taught love? Is it better to be taught to love or survive? I'll go first on that. I feel as though I think you need to be taught love first, because the survival will kick in as you get older and mature and go through shit in life. But that's what's not around enough right now is love. People showing people love and support and shit while they're here. But for me, I'd rather be taught to love than to survive, because the shit that I go through in life is going to give me the skills to survive as I get older and mature.
That's a tough one for me.
Oh shit.
I'm going to go straight up with
Navy SEAL.
Survive. If you can survive, you can also survive in love. Because people out here will sometimes take your heart for granted. That's if you're in a relationship, whatever the case may be. However, when you're working to make sure things is happening, things is working, things is meshing together, things is growing and developing, I think in that process, you will, when you start to inquire about love, you'll do it carefully. Some people love recklessly, and then some. You know what I mean? People get their tires flattened and, things like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they love, you know what I'm saying? But some people, you know what I mean? But, if you just give away love the wrong way, you feel around jealousy, all the above starts to form from that. But if you know how to survive, you also know how to protect yourself. So I say survival first, love second. And the reason why I say this is because as you begin to love is a very serious thing. I don't think it should be taken lightly. That's just me. Don't throw that thing away.
But for me, it's like there's an age gap. Like, where do you start at when a kid has to survive? Because you take care of your child until a certain amount of age. So where does his survival skills start?
I mean, I teach my kids how to start survival once they start working. My kids start working at age 13, 14. Start survival right there. Because
it starts where?
When they start working. So 13, 14.
So as they growing up, you're teaching them love, right?
As they're growing up.
Yeah.
You're showing them love.
Showing them love. And showing them how to, this is right, this is wrong.
I tell my kids, you don't need to worry about love until you at the appropriate age to start dating. And when you start dating, you still don't know love just because you're feeling butterflies in your stomach because she's cute or he cute or whatever the case may be, because I have a daughter too. So all I would say in that retrospect is that, if you introduce love too early, you can send somebody down the wrong path.
That's not true.
Say what? Okay, so
First
so-
of all,
so-
kids
so-
are kids.
so if
Kids
you have
come.
a daughter.
Wait, now
have-
you're talking about dating. There's forms of love, like as a human.
So you show them love. That's what I'm saying.
No, you.
Go ahead.
No. So, when we come here, we are loving, right? We came from that. We are taught evil. We are taught that stuff. You feel me? We are taught negativity. We come out
disagree.
off the rip loving. Yes, it's true. Like, it's true. So it's and it doesn't have to happen like separately, you know? And that's why God said you be wise as a serpent, gentle as a dove. It's the same thing. Cause I'm loving, but you feel me? I could show you how to move in a room full of roaches,
Step on them jokers. That's what you do.
but I still love you. You feel me? I still love you. So it's not. It don't come like first and second.
She said roaches.
Room full of roaches, not vultures. She said roaches. Dang. Yeah, man. Woo.
No, for real though. I don't think it comes like
So you
after
rather
or
them be
before.
taught love than survival.
Listen.
This is very interesting considering some of the
'Cause-
things you said since we've been in the room. This is beyond interesting.
But
I was playing.
Nah, let's be real.
She
Let's
was
be
fooling you.
real.
But
Nah,
that has
nah.
no. That I was really playing. But no, that's not. Listen,
Wait. Hold on. Just a few moments ago, right? Not putting your business out there in front of you. I'm just asking you a question.
don't ask me that because I was playing and I don't even want to talk about that.
Nah, but I'm just saying.
No,
you said
I'm
right,
serious,
But,
though.
but
I
I'm
was
saying,
playing.
But you said right now you focus on getting your money. Isn't that survival?
No, I'm focused on building for what's coming when I go for my children. I'm not. Yes, so I'm focused on building.
But all I'm saying is, but right now, would you say your forte is more so survival or is it love?
I could do both.
Mhm.
You feel me? But
But if you had to
you
put
have to
one
be equally yoked with someone who represents the same thing, because if not, then it becomes a distraction. It's not a if or. You don't have to, but you know yourself. So you know whatever it takes for you to have tunnel vision, whatever you got to cut off, you do what you got to do. But that doesn't mean, oh, no love. I don't love nothing right now. I'm grinding. No. You feel me? Because I still love people. I'm going to still show love. I'm going to still be loving. I ain't no cutthroat savage. You don't got to be one while you're grinding.
So
you can
love
still
and
be.
survival can coexist.
Yes, it does.
I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm just saying if I had to, if the question is love or survival, I'd rather pick survival first and then show how to love second. That's just me.
Yeah. He sleep over there. He said, "Tell him, sis." Oh shit. Oh shit. You trying to start some shit, Jai? Jai, you trying to start some shit?
Oh, I need to know.
But for me, I'd rather, me raise my children out of love, because I know the shit that they're going to go through as they get older is going to teach them how to survive
Right.
and cope with things they're going through in life. So show more love, man. That's what's wrong nowadays. We don't show enough love.
I mean, once again, to each his own. I'm not saying that you should not show love.
You just said if he grew up and was out here going crazy, you put him down yourself.
That's violence.
That's
violence.
If he was going crazy about what?
No,
Girls?
Just out here just, being a nuisance to the community and stuff like that. He, as a father, he said, "I'll put him down himself." But you didn't teach him to grow up like that, right?
No.
All right, then you showed him how to love and do things the correct way.
I
So,
showed him how to survive too. That man stands alone on his own, 21 years old, own place, own car, takes care of his kid. He is not a deadbeat dad. He's an athlete. He was in school.
that ain't
All the
surviving.
above.
That's him being a man and using the tools that you gave him.
Right.
Yeah, he wasn't raised on
And-
survival. That boy ain't miss a meal.
and
Look
with
at me,
all
healthy
that,
than a motherfucker.
Do you have peace?
Does my son have peace?
Yes.
Or do I have peace?
Look, he said no.
Straight up.
That's the real question. Because I could sit here and be like, I got 10 crib, blah, blah, blah. But are you happy? Nah. Like, you feel me? But
I don't know. I'm raising mine off love. I rather teach love.
Me, I'm good. I'm good with the fact that he's good. And he could be in a completely different situation. So that right there, teaching them how to be independent and be on their own. I think that's more important than anything. I mean, I know family members are still living what they raised, 36, 38 years old.
You taught him how to be a man.
Period. That's just me. I'm different.
You ain't teach him how to survive.
Say what?
Huh?
Huh?
You right. I ain't trying to fight with you on that. But
That's the
anyway,
next
we're going to
question.
move on to the next topic. We're going to go to the next topic. Friends caught in a lie. Friends caught in a lie. But we basically piggybacking off of, the situation that had happened out, I think it was, what's her name? Shaquilla Robinson. It was a Mexico trip. They lied and said that the woman was intoxicated. She died from being intoxicated, fell, I guess, and died from being that. But the whole thing was a lie. They covered it up, and the girl was beaten, and the friends lied about it. And with me on that is just, just gotta, basically, from the last question, love ain't no love out here. For there to be your friend and you know she died and to lie to cover it up. You just gotta watch who you be around, and just pay more attention to just people's intuitions towards you. This motherfuckers just you just gotta pay attention to that, man. So that's why I'm a loner, and friend that to me was fucked up, basically.
That's an understatement.
It was fucked
Straight
up.
up. You know what I mean? And to make it worse, they go on a trip to Mexico. Must get into a fight. And you can see clearly in the video when they get into a fight that when she spun her around, she hit the corner of that bedpost. And she was slumped from there. She stopped moving. The arm stopped moving and all the above. From right there, she was in a really bad spot.
You would be a good storyteller, as far as detail. You're she spin around, hit the bed. You're just real detailed. Even with the muscle relaxers, you're a good visual. You make us feel like we was there.
No, because if you there's a video actually showing
I've seen it.
And the funny thing is, while they're fighting, there's always somebody video recording the fight.
That's good for evidence because that's going to have to be played in court. So it works in that favor. It's unfortunate we have to see it online, but it's going to be played in court. What's unfortunate is that was a man that fought her. That's what was unfortunate. But
that's the unfortunate part. That she died.
Yes. Well, yeah. I mean, it's sick. It's demonic and it's wickedness. But jealousy is a wild disease right now. So you really just got, you got to teach your kids about it and just watch your surrounding and watch who you call your friends. And just it's.
Basically, love. The love.
It ain't even.
No love out here.
You just gotta be.
Ain't no love, man. And if that even was a friend, them motherfuckers who was there was supposed to break that up.
Right.
You feel me? They were supposed to break that up. No, y'all chill, whoop de whoop, but they let the shit go on.
Right.
And then somebody recording it, I
Yeah.
mean, that's the corny shit right there.
Exactly.
Then that's your friend. She died and all that. Y'all try to lie to cover it up.
Yeah.
Basically, I was just.
But
fucked up.
what we don't understand, we feel a certain way, and this is my what I believe, right? For me, that girl has moved on to peace, right? In heaven. That's what I feel. She's moved on to eternity. They're done for the rest of their life. You feel me? So a lot of times when we think that, it's crazy because even with these dudes and they beef and they feel like they one up when they kill somebody. But if you kill a believer, they somewhere probably more peaceful than how your life is going to be on this earth. Because now they don't have peace. They're going to go through hell and jail. They're going to be forever conscious, of that feeling. Yeah. So that baby girl has moved on to eternity and she has peace. Now I pray for her family and their healing so they could get peace. But she has moved on to somewhere peaceful. It's going to be a hell of a time for them on this earth, especially him, because he might be in a unit with the men. You feel me? We don't know. that situation.
Oh,
So
Big Bruh gonna be with the men.
that's
He gonna be in
all
a
right.
safe
We ain't going
place.
to. We ain't going. She.
He or she, either way it go, a charge is a charge.
Your DNA.
A charge is a charge. And
Right. But what I'm saying is they will have to deal with that for a while. Even I don't know if you ever, it takes a while to forgive yourself for something you've done. You know, you got to learn how to forget it and know that you're forgiven and it's done. But people that don't know how to do that, some of that shit haunts them.
Yeah,
like,
constantly.
yeah, right?
Shit like that, yeah.
Where they never get peace. So it's just like, look, they will get what they got.
Watch who you call your friends, man.
Man,
Watch who you
I
call
think
your
your circle should always stay small. You know what I mean? And if you decide to expand it carefully. But those friends caught in that lie, they implicated themselves. Now all of them, even though it was meant to, hey, y'all need to settle y'all differences, settle y'all beef, or whatever the case may be in that moment. But the line said it was alcohol push. You know how much alcohol you really got to consume to die from that joint? Come on, man. Seriously. Unless you swallow hand sanitizer by the gallon.
Wow.
Seriously, that's a lot of alcohol poisoning. So that was grimy. Point blank in the period. It was grimy. You know what I mean? So she like I said, she was slumped and she's in bad shape the moment she twisted and hit that bed like that. Seriously. So I think when friends get caught in a lie like that, you just can't trust them anymore. Family members, or if you're friends of the family, or whatever the case may be. And I'll be honest with you, why would you go on a trip with any friend if you got beef with them?
I mean, they're a little. They were younger though, like that. Was it? I don't know. I figured they were younger.
We don't know what led us.
Because you don't know what I've been in. Listen, let me tell you, I've been in situations where you going out with your friends, you just being you, and because you look the best, or your friend ain't feeling how she look. That jealousy and envy is a crazy feeling. It ain't nothing. It don't have to be beef. It could have stirred. She could have got dressed and So we talking about a transgender fodder. So of course we know there was some sort of jealousy, like but it's.
But I don't think they got on a damn trip just to get her away to Mexico to have the damn person
I don't
beat her.
know.
I mean, the transgender person whoop her ass out there in Mexico. Something transpired. I don't think they initially set her up to go out there to get beat on, because they could have did that in the hood. But something, whatever transpired, had somebody triggered. They knew what was going on, and by them not interfering and breaking this shit up, somebody ended up dying.
I think the truth of the matter is that if tension's able to grow that quickly between you and someone else, you don't normally rock with that person. So I still say, why go anywhere with them? You know what I'm saying? Like, me and you known each other for years. But if I'd have just met you 10, 12 months ago, yeah, bro, let's hit the Vegas. You know what I mean? You take your girl, I take my girl. We both hit the Vegas. No, I don't know you like that. I'm not rocking the Vegas with you. I'm not rocking anywhere with you. I'll see you when I see you. Holla. You understand what I'm saying? You go somewhere. You know how it is. You're a female. You got a clique of females, and you the flyest one in the group, whatever the case may be. And you know for a fact, one or two of them females trying to go on a trip, you don't really typically hang around. But your friend that you're close with hangs with them. But they all trying to go on a trip. You already know for a fact, like, yeah, man, I don't really do them anyway. So, why would you be in the same space with them? That's all I'm saying. Why be in the same space with them? And if it's going to escalate that quickly, where you're going to trade blows, throw chairs, start shooting, whatever the case may be, why are you rocking with them?
I don't think they initially knew what the fuck was going to happen on the trip.
None of us, we don't know.
Yeah, we all in the blind to the fact, like, what led up to the fight and why was they even fighting in the fucking first. All we know is watch your friends, watch who you call your friends, watch who people keep saying they love you and all that shit. That shit is fake. Trust me, because them same motherfuckers that be right there partying with you, you go to jail, anything happen, them motherfuckers nowhere around. You die, they ain't giving your family no money, helping your kids out, none of that shit. So that fake love, that's that bullshit, and I stay far away from it. That's my take on that.
That's my take.
Me too.
Yeah. Watch your friends. On to the next topic. Why Why do people video record to incriminate themselves? Go ahead.
Hey,
Go ahead.
hey.
Go ahead.
I mean,
Why do people video record to incriminate themselves?
You know, I
Uh-oh.
want to say something.
Oh, look at
No,
this.
no.
Oh,
Well,
look
mine's
at
is going to
her.
be from an educational segment.
Oh.
No. Listen, let me tell you where it got messed up, right? Because when social media decided to allow people to monetize their content, they were not clear on what is considered content, right? So now you got they weren't clear. No, I'm gonna tell you why. So now you got, especially from someone who me, right? If you look on my page, it's nothing negative, and it's not because I don't go through it. That's because I'm not using negativity on my platform. You feel me?
Right.
So I'm gonna use it to change the algorithm with positivity or educating you. I'm not doing that. You feel me? I could do that down the street. I'm not introducing myself, because what we forget sometimes is the same people we want to impress and get meetings in front of is on here.
Yeah.
They're on here. So you got to watch how to move. You feel me? I didn't have so many messages of people where then turned to a meeting where it turned into a contract. And if I'm on here doing this and that, I mean, I didn't have people that interviews, like we looked on your Facebook, you know? So I don't think we take that serious enough, because this is the platform to the world. So when I got monetized, right? I'm monetized now, and it started off slow. I think when you start getting stars, it's like a penny a star, right? And it's crazy, because I could sit here and teach people how to get properties and all this, and you would think my checks is moving on in, right? So like my first monetized check was for like $400. So I'm just peeping this other family, like they're not from Pittsburgh, but they're very popular. This girl got like 1 million followers. And I'm peeping, and she's cashing out. She posted her first check. It was 50 grand. So I'm watching, I'm like, in the whole storyline, she like slept with her daughter's boyfriend, and people are so invested in this, their lives, right? Wow. To the point where they have to continue this with negativity. So I mean, the next live is like, come on in, y'all, because I'm rolling up on my daughter, and people are in like, oh my gosh, and it's like, wow, you know. So I blame social media for that, though, because there should have been some sort of policy where you are not considered a digital creator for coming on here slapping your mom. Yeah. What is creative about that? How are you considered a digital creator? You feel me? So now what people are doing is they're getting content that arouses that, because they know people like stuff like that for whatever reason, and they're getting monetized.
Yeah, because you can go in there and be like, I'll beat you in basketball. Mark or block your ass for 30 days for saying I'll beat you in basketball. But they'll let that shit go about the mom and shit.
Go ahead,
you know
right?
I mean?
Say I'll beat your mom on the head with a basketball, and he's like, let it run.
Yeah,
let
it
it
goes
run.
against community standard. Mark, you better quit blocking me for real shit. I ain't even gonna say, but Mark, don't do that. But that's
no, but that's why. So we as you know older, we're like, they're incriminating themselves. No, they're getting their views up because they're getting paid for it, and it's unfortunate. So there needs to be something.
My fault.
But no, for real, there needs to be something that says this is not, this is not considered content. People come on here and it be like, the T be family drama. Like what? We all got family drama. I don't really care what you and your sister's going through. Me and my sister, brother went through that last year. This ain't creative content, and it shouldn't be monetized.
And I think when you say that, you know, you got sites like WordStar that were fueled off of that stuff. People got consumed with likes.
Right.
You know what I mean? Trying to be the source or whatever the case may be for, you know, what's happening now, or, you know, the dirty laundry on some kind of topic or somebody.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely infused with all kinds of bad stuff. There's no question about it. I just think that it's funny that these are the same people who uphold this so-called code of snitching, and they're pulling out their phone for everything.
Yeah.
What does that make you if you're pulling out your phone for everything? Mr. I don't snitch on nobody.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to post something to be the, you know, to get 1 million views, trying to get my first $50,000. There's so much work that goes into that.
Yeah.
It's not even funny.
And TMZ like offers like 20 grand for
yeah.
videos of like first song. So now, and that's what I'm saying. You got media companies like this who's, you know, egging it on, where it's like, if you were there, where you had the takeoff situation, we're offering 20,000 for the video. It's like, come on, bro.
They feed off our ignorance.
Yeah.
But you think they offered the person that video that when they was in there fighting that damn girl?
I'm not sure. Probably.
Because the video didn't come out until after.
I mean, it helps because then their story with the alcohol might have went all the way until the facts came out at the hospital. Yeah. And then at court, they probably would have been able to lie if there wasn't no video. You feel me? So in a way, it's good because it works for evidence where it's proof. But then in another way, it's like,
it paints it negative.
They should not be getting monetized for it on a social media platform.
But think about it. The person who was sitting there trying to videotape that fight, like they thought they was HBO Sports.
Yeah.
And they ain't rock some more sports. You feel me? They literally put everybody in that room in jail.
Good. They all should be.
I'm not saying they shouldn't be. I'm just simply saying you sitting there trying to get your likes up in your own little personal entertainment, and all you did was put everybody that was in that room in jail because y'all all lied about it at the same time.
Yep.
And that's just
because ignorance is not, wickedness is not smart. Like, you feel me?
Ooh,
so
I like
They
when you
getting
said
paid
that.
off this stupid ass shit.
She said wickedness is not smart. That's all right.
it's not. It's very dumb.
I'm using that.
What?
Just throwing it out there. It's not copyrighted or trademarked, right?
It might be in the Bible. It's like,
She said it's in the Bible.
She said
That's definitely
wickedness is
copyrighted.
not smart.
not at all. You be mad like when people do wicked shit. Like, that wasn't even. What was you thinking? I wasn't thinking. I see. Cause what the? That was real dumb.
I agree with you 1,000% there. No question about it. I agree. I just think it's very funny how the people who are so concerned about upholding the wrong value will do the wrong thing and consider themselves right in the process. You talking about wickedness? I think it's, you confusing yourself, let alone operating naturally in contradiction, natural contradiction. That's something else. I like to say it. I said this the other day in a conversation. I said I think
That's just what it is right now.
there's degrees to being dumb now. There's dumb, the first degree. Dumb as hell is the second degree, and then dumb as SHIT is the third degree. We got a lot of third degree thinkers out here. It's kind of crazy because it's like black belt, right? If you're a
But
black
guess
belt,
where
you
that
fight.
comes from?
Ignorance.
Not teaching them, not preparing them, not giving them. So somewhere down the line, they weren't taught this stuff. You feel me?
I agree with that.
But guess what? They probably got insurance policies a million tight now. But no. No, but for real.
Oh, is that
No.
what that was?
So this is where, no, for real.
Just talking
Because
about
now
the lack of fucking knowledge.
the lack of knowledge
Yeah.
where some of
Yeah,
these,
I
they
understand.
weren't taught. You feel me? You got people out here where you expecting them to know this, and it's like,
They don't know.
you got to be taught this stuff. You got to be taught how to be a responsible citizen. You got to be taught how to be a person of integrity. It don't just come naturally. And if it do, it's from hiccups and, damn, that hurt it. I don't want to do that again. Sometimes that works. You feel me? Because and a lot of men get that from jail. From, that discipline could come from that. But at the same time, these kids ain't being taught. We got a generation of mothers who's doing good knees challenges. You feel me? Like this is the new generation of mothers ain't making a sacrifice to be like, I got to teach you how to be a good person. You feel
They
me?
wasn't taught like that.
What they're worried about is, listen, when my kid go, he got 1,000, he's getting 10,000 a month. You feel me? For real though. And then we mad when, like, come on now, it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. I'm serious. Like, these is kids that they're not being taught this.
No, but I understand.
No,
your whole point
seriously.
to talk about, like,
Everything's being developed but the mentality. We fixing houses. We fixing roads. Ain't nobody developing the mentality.
But
And
that shouldn't get overlooked. They don't want to hear the good shit. They want to hear who got shot, who's the TikTok. They
it's
wanna
a
hear going to the
mentality.
club. It's all-
Exactly.
but shit, all I can say is shit. I commend you on the shit that you do because we see you out here. You ain't just faking. You in these communities. You out here. You around the city, and we need more people like you. But
That's all right.
you one person. Shit. That
No,
just
there's
other
a
motherfuckers.
lot, and what I'm doing is bringing forth those ones that are more like me. There's a lot, you feel me? But what they do is tend to just stay where they at, you know. And I'm
That's
trying
my
to,
point.
you know, but there is a lot. There's more that are like me than there's not. It's just the ones that are different or in the front, you know. So if you don't want to change your mentality, you're gonna get left, and you'll be right where you at. Ain't nobody forcing you. You could be all that you want, and you're gonna be right there where you at.
Yes,
But we
that's
growing
what
over here. That's
Yeah.
it.
Shit, I need to surround myself with more people like her. Cause you's a bad influence on my life. It's like, nah, you good. Nah, you good. You know you that guy, but yeah.
No, don't do that, cause I'll have y'all on a mission. Don't say no. Say no.
Don't go on no missions. We done doing them missions. Real shit, but yeah. On to the next topic.
Put the next topic up.
Can I get my lip gloss? Oh,
Yeah.
can you get it?
What you mean?
It's in my coat pocket. It's my lip gloss.
She's kind of popular.
Oh, see?
Okay, the next topic is why is the black race considered to be the worst race? Oh shit. I
And
wouldn't say considered to be the worst race, but we do a lot of dumb shit as blacks. And no, I'm just not even just. It's just a lot of our mentality is just crazy, right? We don't do enough uplifting. We don't, you know. We just, I don't know. I don't think we're considered to be the worst race. We can't be the worst race. It's just that we don't. We fail to listen. We don't want to learn new shit. We follow trends and shit like that, and just we don't uplift each other. We don't support each other enough. If you doing better than me, I want to tear you down. Some shit you got going on, I don't want to support. It's just a lot of, I would just say, just a lot of lack of knowledge, and not like how you've been said, not knowing, like not being taught how to. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's just for me. It's just a.
but who? I don't
wouldn't
like.
consider us the worst race, but
We're
I feel
not,
that we
and I
just-
hate when we compare ourselves to, because who are we comparing this to? You feel me? Because we are not the worst race.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
For-
That was just a topic somebody had put
Yeah,
up on Facebook,
but,
so I
I
just wanted
mean,
to speak about it.
I'm starting to feel like Martin Luther King now, but no, for
They
real.
need to hear it.
Listen, when you think about, seriously, if you think about slavery, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you think about what happened during slavery, they pressed on breaking down black people mentally, right? To the point where don't even look at me in my eyes. They focused on dehumanizing to the point where black people didn't think they were humans, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that mentality, and this was the Jim Crow syndrome of what they
Yeah.
did. You got to separate them by skin color,
Yeah.
by nose size. You got to separate them by age, by rate, and it will work for centuries. You feel me? So they took time to dehumanize and break down their mental. You feel me? This was like a process. So what has to happen? The mentality has to change. This was something that really affected us to this day. You feel me? So it's a mentality that has to change. And it is. There's a lot of us. We see this because this is in the forefront. Do you know there's black millionaires out here, black billionaires in DC? And sometimes, you know, we can't think about like what we see in our neighborhoods because there's
It happens everywhere.
a lot of black billionaires. You go in DC, there's communities where you could say that's where all the black billionaires live. Like, you know how you go to Waterworks?
Yeah.
There's black people that own whole shopping centers. You feel me? It's just not in the forefront because, I mean, there's a lot of hustlers that we don't know about, you know, because they're not all for the media and they don't need to be, but they exist. So, of course, what propaganda and what media is going to do is put forth on the news all the black kids that's doing it, of course they're going to do that. And then to make us think, dang, we really out here doing anything. No, they doing just as worse. You feel me? Like, don't have me get into the welfare system and who's the most, the biggest recipients that's on welfare, because it ain't us, you know. But this is what propaganda does. This is what we got to expose this, so then they start thinking they are the worst race. But it's not true. There is like so many black excellence of black professionals that are doing the thing, that are given to foundations that we just don't know about. Yeah. You feel me? So we just put our mindset to the media, and it works, because it's like, if you keep showing me this, if you keep showing me on the news all these black boys getting arrested, all these, and then I see all the white kids donating food and stuff, I'm gonna start to think, damn, what's wrong with us?
Yeah.
But
they paint the narrative as far as
so don't fall for that. Like,
no, it was just a question.
Who asked that question?
Oh, Fly Wody.
Don't fall for that.
Fly asked that motherfucking question. I ain't snitching, but
don't be like that on us, man. Because
guess
what? At the end of the day, it's our culture that they trying to adopt. It's
so what
us
the hell
that
is it going to take for us to switch that mentality of just?
We gotta want to. It's you gotta want to. You gotta want to change it. You gotta want it, and then you gotta be around it. But just know, to be around it, you gotta. You feel me? Because people who are of a different way of thinking, they're not for the bullshit. Yeah. You feel me? Like, so get that out of here. I ain't got time. You know, if you want to roll with me and I'm not meeting you at no happy hour. This is where I'm at. You know, it ain't about judgmental. It's I'm on a mission. Yeah. You feel me? Like, I'll fuck with you, but I'm not getting into that stuff you getting into. Like, so when you ready, you know. Yeah,
to let Dub Fly know, we is not the worst race.
We're not.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, why would you even tell me to put that on?
You acting like the news right now.
Yeah, why would you even tell me to put that on there?
No, it was a good question.
No, but you know, I don't think we the worst race.
No, we ain't. We the illest. We the real ones. Yeah. What you mean? Like
they living off of us. We buy all they clothes, they shoes, they steal our culture vultures. We the shit. Y'all just gotta understand that we the shit. With that being said, we're gonna move on to I think the last topic. For real. Second to last topic. My bad. Second to last topic. Oh shit. God damn. Why do you word it like that? Should you stop doing certain things for your baby mama or baby's dad after getting into a relationship?
See, this is why we divorced. Y'all be like, no. No, I'm playing.
I don't know why he put it at the end. God damn. For me, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Nah. Once you get into a relationship, I feel like, you know, if you and your baby's mom ain't rocking like that, I feel you shouldn't be paying her bills. I feel you shouldn't be, you know, giving her money for shit that doesn't have to do if y'all have a child or shit like that. If you ain't got no child, I feel as though if you in a relationship, the shit you was going through and doing for your baby's mom, I think it all stops if y'all don't have a child involved.
You say if you have a child involved?
If you don't have a child involved, I think all that shit stops. But if you have a child involved, I think you should still, you know, not take care of her, just make sure the child's straight.
But what does that consist of, making sure that, I'm just asking, like, what's making sure the child's straight?
Doing your part as a dad.
Like what?
Shit, buying the baby's clothes, shoes, paying for, I guess, child care and shit like that. I guess, you know, spending time just playing your part as a father. But if you don't have a child with your baby's mom or your baby's dad, and you get into a relationship, the shit you used to do for that, you know, I think it should stop. That's my opinion.
I mean, I think it depends on like what, like, because if it ain't beef, you feel me? I still got love for you. I just ain't, you know, like if you needed me, if it was on some, especially like what I do, right? So with the cribs and stuff. Like if my ex reached out and needed my help, I ain't gonna be like, no, fuck you, you broke my heart. You know, I'll still be there like that. Now I ain't gonna do it how I would have did it if I was your girl, but I'ma still help, like, because at the end of the day,
you're just a loving person.
But that's how it gotta be, because what you mad about? Like, you know, if you ain't do something that really, where I'm like, I'm not rocking with you, it's not that real. You feel me? At the end of the day, we're still humans, right?
So if you was in a
huh? Oh, baby moms. So you know what I feel about with baby mom.
So regardless, you have to have the kid with that person.
Oh, okay. So a kid's involved. But I just want to, I want to paint a picture for the baby's dads, right? For you to, because when you break up with the baby's mom and you're not there, and you feel like I'm not helping her. Okay, that's cool. If you don't, whatever. But keep in mind, when you home, right? You men, when you separate and now you got your own place, it's your child. Your light bill is less because it's just you. Her light bill is more because your stinking kid is using the lights, using the water, using the gas. So you still got to, I feel like you should contribute to where your child is. It's not about her. It's her her bills are more because my child is there too. You don't have to pay her bills, but just keep in mind, it's still your child. You feel me?
But I feel as though if you take care of all the child's needs at once, that's a burden off of her. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
like she
I'm
don't have
just
to come
saying.
out of her pocket to buy the baby clothes, the baby milk, the baby shoes, the baby shit like that.
But
pay
just-
for child care. All she got to do is make sure her lights and shit is on. I don't feel I have to make sure
You
her
don't-
lights is
No,
on.
you don't got to make sure
Yeah,
they're on,
hell
but just
no.
consider.
Especially when they
yours is
when
less
they bitter and they
than
throw
hers.
niggas in your face. Oh, my nigga do this, my
Well,
nigga
see,
do that.
that's what I'm
oh yeah, make
saying.
sure that motherfucking nigga pay that motherfucking
It depends on the
bills, too.
situation. Like it just depends on it. Everything's I don't know. It just depends on the situation.
Yeah, it depends on the situation, but at the end of the day, I'm telling you, like right now, don't throw no nigga in my face and expect me to pay your lights and his ass is over here staying the night. Hell no, hell no. He's staying under my lights now. This broke ass nigga. He eating food and shit, the kids, fruit snacks. I pay for that shit. If she on
Jody.
welfare, well, fuck that. Hell no. We ain't gonna do none of that. We ain't gonna do none of that. Straight up.
All right,
He's
Jody.
sleeping over here. He's staying the night. He walk around this motherfucker. Yeah, he better contribute. You feel me?
You sound
That's
like
what comes
you-
with being in a relationship. Like if
You sound like Jody's stepdad.
who Jody?
The
Which
the
one?
stepdad. The
Melvin?
mom's- Melvin.
You want some breakfast, young? Yeah.
That's how you walking
That's
around.
how you gotta do it. Yeah. That was a man. He was a man at the end of the day. He was trying to show cuz the right way. But the young dude was in his motherfucking feelings. So yeah. And he was butt naked cooking in that nigga's mom's house. He's cooking in that nigga's right.
You put him in a headlock. Didn't he lick his head
Yeah,
too?
lick the young nigga and fuck around with you. But no, at the end of the day, man, to a certain extent, things stop. As far as, you know, if you and your baby's mom or baby's dad ain't in a situation. Seriously. But as long as that child's taken care of, I think that's the most important part. For me.
Yeah, that's all.
And
It is what it is.
it is what it is.
That kid gonna get taken care of regardless. It don't matter.
Yeah. Either I do it or he do it. You get on my bad side, I'm blocking your ass, and that nigga gonna take care of all that shit. Fuck you and them kids. It's like, no, I'm playing. I'm bullshit. No, yeah. Hold on. We might got somebody want to say something. I don't see it on mine. Mine's just slow. Mine's just slow. It stops. Because they still got me talking about the last joint. But anyway, bro, we're going to move on to the last topic. And the last topic is buying back your community. Buying back your community. You heard what she said, but she got to reword it because too many people stole her shit.
No, but
They stole your shit. Don't lie. They stole your shit. They stole your shit. They stole your shit. Y'all stole her shit. She's really out here in these streets. She's really out here trying to make a change. She's on every side of the city, and she's giving you game. Like, she ain't
Yes,
faking with this
sir.
shit. She telling you the truth. She really doing this for real, for real. Buying back your community.
yeah. So, and I actually have a workshop coming up December 14th.
December 14th, y'all. Pay attention.
Got a workshop coming up. You could get your tickets on Eventbrite. It's $50, and we have dinner. And I show you guys the process on how to buy the vacant property from the city, right? So every time you see like a vacant house somewhere, it's sitting tax delinquent, or there's a reason why it's vacant. So I teach people how to get those properties, you know, how to acquire, who the owner is, and yeah, buy the properties.
Buy back your community instead of letting the outsiders come in and buy
Yeah.
your community and put a damn cigarette store there
Right.
where they sell vapes and
And you could do
fake
that.
T-shirts and hats.
Look,
Yeah,
if you
I'm
want,
just saying.
if you want the store, you could do it.
Yeah.
So and this is like it's called the public sector. So the private market would be the houses we see on Zillow, and people with a realtor, and you get a loan. What I'm teaching is more the public way of getting it, where you can just, some of these cribs is cheap as $500, $5,000.
Where? So,
It just depends on where. And I mean, there might be some liens on it, but
Yeah.
those could get exonerated, those could get wiped away with new owners. So you got to learn the loopholes. And this is like information and resources that was kept away from us. So I'm just bringing it back.
yeah, we need, like I said, man, why don't they teach us that in school?
Because then if they taught you in school,
They try to keep us. Damn, this whole motherfucking time I was doing this dumbass shit. Me and we was doing this dumbass shit, man. You a bad influence on my life, bro. We could have been learning this shit the whole time.
no, Lord, I was there.
Nah, I know.
Shit,
It's just a mentality, man. You go through shit in life and, just try to
Heck
do
yeah.
better. But, yeah.
And
You want my $50 now?
Oh, you coming?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
coming.
yeah. I'll take
I'm
that.
Big
Take
Hank. I'm
that.
about to take over this motherfucker.
I know,
Buy
that's
back
right.
the community. I'm about to buy all this shit.
Heck yeah, by the South. Take over the South. There's mad properties over there. Y'all got too many. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
it's gonna be certain areas. I don't get into nothing. I ain't got no enemies, but
Oh, but what
it
area?
follows.
Really?
Yeah, I'm good, dude. I see you. I'm gonna fly you up, give you a hug. But just certain places, you just ain't welcome. Like, what the fuck?
Who? I mean, it's
I don't know. It's just a
Yeah,
lot
well,
that
you
goes
know
on.
what?
But get her class. What is it? $50. December what?
December 14th.
December 14th.
And the seats is limited, so we're not,
The seats
get
is
you-
limited. She's
Yes,
giving
it
you free
is.
game. She ain't faking.
And-
she really be out here in these communities trying to
I'm
show
out
you a
here.
different way, bro.
Yep.
Like, real rap.
And State Farm Insurance will be there, and they're going to teach the requirements on getting insurance on these vacant houses, because you could get
Life
insurance
insurance
on
at State Farm?
no,
I'm playing.
like homeowners insurance. And then Key Bank will be there. They're going to talk about like what loans are available for like rehab loans on a property.
Yeah.
And if you want to open a business account, because a lot of people, when they get these properties, they like to put them in an LLC name, keep it separate from their name,
Yeah.
which would keep the taxes separate, right? That's why you do that. So if you wanted to get a property, you put it in the LLC. That way, when those taxes come up, it won't be against your social, but it'll be against the EIN
So
of
the people that's going to be there,
LLC.
they show you how to get a loan and the shit that you need.
They're going to
get a
talk
loan.
about they're going to talk about what's available. Yep. So, what type of loans are available, and yes, how
You
to.
don't have to have a job to get that loan?
It's not about a job; it's about income.
I'm just saying, they doing all
You
this
don't- you don't-
PPP and all this PUA shit. I'm trying to steal some motherfucking money too.
Oh.
It's like, nah, I'm fucking with you.
No, you don't never have to have a job. You need income. So whatever that looks like,
Yeah. Bank statements and stuff like that. Paychecks and stuff. I got all that. I'm ready to get a loan.
Let's get it.
We gonna get a loan. You want my $50? I got you today.
All right.
I'm paying for 2.
Is that a
I
loan?
pay for 4.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
paying
go.
for-
Sponsor some seats.
Yeah.
How many seats you sponsoring? How many people you
need
sponsoring?
today? I'm sponsoring 5 seats. That's
Let's
all I got
go.
for y'all ass. I'm sponsoring 5 seats. I'm giving her the money today. So if you want to get in that class, show up. If not, I want my money.
First 5 people.
First 5 people.
He's sponsoring you.
Yeah, 6, because I'm going in there too.
Okay, pop your shit.
We're right, but that like basically wraps it up for today, y'all, man. Tune in next week for another, episode of Pop Your Shit Saturday. Make sure you December
14.
14th. Buy back your community. Yeah, stuff like that. Oh,
Peace.
tune in next week. Oh yeah, I got them sweatsuits. I'm gonna post them. I'm gonna post the sweatsuits. They crazy. I ain't gonna show you yet until they come, but them sweatsuits is here. We about to have another live venue. Everything free on Big Hank. Free food, free drinks. You can come for free. Show up, support. I don't know who I'm gonna have there yet, but just know when I let you know the date, show up. That's all. Pop your shit. How many people is that?